So I've decided to make a collection video of all my binders. If I have time at the end, I'll show my other stuff, but pretty much this will just be my binders. And I'm going to start from oldest and go to newest. They're in the right order as best as I can do right now. Having a mixed binder makes it a little more difficult. So anyways, as you can tell, I sped this video up, so I hope you enjoy. Base set for the win. This was my first set completed. And ironically, the last card that I needed for this set was a Pokeflute. I had this set completed before I started YouTube. There's Pokeflute. A friend of mine gave me a lot of cards, and oh yeah, that's my first custom card. The Japanese basic cards I have. It's got that little Bulbasaur stamp on it. Anyways, and it had like 3 or 4 Pokeflute in it. Jungle set. Also completed. Classic. A lot of people have been showing their collection, so I decided to make this. Again, with the poor quality, I'll probably remake this when I get my new camera. And here's the first edition cards that I have in Jungle. It's a traded one. And then Japanese cards I have in Jungle. I'm not real serious about collecting the Japanese cards, but as they come in, I just hang on to them for these older sets. This was the last card I needed to complete Fossil. Got it in one of my early trades. So this is to kind of celebrate 1 year on YouTube. It's been a year and a month. And first edition, this was given to me free by Pokedex NCA. Really awesome of him. One of the best cards from old school. First editions. I think I have a full uncommon and common set. Then Japanese that I have. Base set 2, also completed. I've been able to complete so many sets since I started here on YouTube, so I really appreciate this community so much. You have no idea. There is no one here that collects anymore. So it's been a really enjoyable stay. And I've avoided being scammed, but maybe once or twice, so that's always nice. I've been given enough free cards throughout my career that I think it made up for it. Thanks to all you cool people out there. You know who you are. So yeah, base set 2 is pretty big. And then Team Rocket. I think Dark Trio Hollow was the last card I needed for that set. I'm not sure. Dark Machamp's one of my favorites. Dark Weezing was the first hollow that I ever had duplicates of when I was a kid, and I thought it was awesome because I think I had 3 at one time, and people just didn't have duplicates, especially not hollows. Dark Jolteon, favorite card. Well, one of my favorite cards. That's the card I used to draw the front of this binder off of, as you saw in the beginning. Lovely, lovely. Then first edition, I have spaces left for the cards that I need. I took some of them. I have a complete uncommon and common set, but I took some of them to put in my Eevee binder, as I mentioned in that video. Oh yeah, those are rares, never mind. There we go. I always love this energy. I just really like black and green together, so you can tell my channel. And then Japanese cards I have. Then Gym Hero set, also complete. There's a few cards I could stand to replace for the sake of condition, but not to that point yet. I'll probably just buy them later on in mint condition. So I opted to put my voice sped up to this instead of changing it out for some music, because I don't want my account to be marked. I deleted all my old videos that had music. Yeah, here's a pre-release card. And that's the end of this binder. There'll be a cut here, and then I'll start the next one. Next binder starts off with Gym Challenge, which is also completed. A lot of great cards in this set. This card being my favorite. Some really amazing cards, though. I really like pretty much all of them. I used to always get Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes confused. I actually didn't start separating my cards into sets until I joined YouTube, or right beforehand anyways. I didn't really understand how sets work before that. I'd been out of collecting for a while, so when I came back to it, I separated all my cards into sets. I used to just have them separated by type. Next up, Neo Genesis, which is where my completed sets stop until later sets. I think I need 5 cards here, so if you see something that I'm missing and you have it up for trade, be sure and hit me up. And it looks like it's 6 cards. So I've had a lot of help with this set as well. Computer 3 NCSU has been helpful. Pokedex NCA has been very helpful. So really love this community for that reason. Without you guys, I would never have made it this far, because I just don't have money to pay out all the time for, I mean, commons and uncommons are like 30 cents, but by the time you buy a whole set worth and pay for the shipping, I mean, you're putting out a lot of money all the time. Okay, and then the first edition cards that I have. Oh, there's a card under here. Oh, 2 first edition lightning energy looks like. I also have fighting energy. Oh, there it is. And there's more lightning. That's kind of weird. If anybody needs a first edition lightning energy, let me know. Neo Discovery, I have very few hollows from this set. So you can tell, but I did manage to get this Umbreon. Epic card. Now I need to get another one for my Eevee binder. Full commons and uncommon set. Remember the gas station down the street used to have the set, and I would go down with change from my dad's change jar on his dresser. I'd go down and buy a pack like every day. And I've got 2 first edition cards, which honestly are up for trade for maybe a couple other cards, because it'd take me forever to finish that first edition. Then this is my new Revelation, which I traded one of my only hollows recently to HBDoc. I've got the Blissey and the Magneton and the Suicune left. Oh, whoops, wasn't looking at the screen. And then the rares. This is in bad. This right here is in bad condition. I'd like to replace that. And I've got full commons and uncommons. This is actually a really small set, so I hope to be able to finish this soon. I'd like to get back to these older sets and get them completed sooner the better. And then my Neo Destiny set. I hope to buy a box of this because I have none of the Shinings left anymore. When I first started, I had Shining Tyranitar, which I pulled myself, and then I traded it in my first YouTube trade. I didn't get the best deal in the world, but that same user has sent me so many free cards and has just always been really awesome. So at this point, I would give them a Shining Tyranitar because they're just epic. But I do plan to buy a box of this eventually. I had almost enough money saved up for it when my truck broke down the last time, which sucked, so I didn't get into that money. So that's Neo Destiny, and on to the next binder. Next binder with duct tape on it for the win. Probably the oldest binder I have. Starts off with Expedition. It skips the legendary set because I'm collecting that kind of heavily right now, so I put it in a binder that's easier to get in and out of. This binder is huge, so I have no more hollows left. I've traded the few that I had, I think, to Computer 3 and CSU. Got these two reverses, which are for trade if somebody wants them. I know this new is pretty popular. I don't foresee ever finishing this set. I hope to, but I don't even have all the commons and uncommons yet. I have a big dent in them. One of the coolest common cards. So I've left gaps there and there where I need cards still. But then the energies. I'm not sure. Oh, these are ones I got recently from SMG Quest, and I didn't have spaces left for them all, I guess, so I put it back here. Check out this Totodile. That's so cool. I love that card. Oh, empty page here. Then Aquapolis. The only hollow I have left from it is a Steelix. I traded my other 3 that I had. Another set that's just really cool, hard to complete. I honestly, when these first came out, the e-reader cards, I hated them with a passion. The border just drove me nuts. And now that it's been all this time, I'm like, I really like these sets. Plus, I didn't realize that they had such rare cards in them. Sweet Umbreon. But I was kind of irritated because they were like for your your Game Boy, and I never had a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Pocket, and that's still all that I have, which is pretty pathetic. And I have Pokemon Red and Yellow, which they both still work really well. And they're both given to me for free, so it's pretty nice. I hope since I sped this up, you guys can see what you're looking at. I didn't even think about it because I'm going quickly. Oh, I went into Skyward, didn't even notice. Well, you probably noticed. Then I've got Ruby and Sapphire, which is the first EX set that was ever released. Pretty nice. I think it was my first pack of these. A friend of mine bought. I went down to Tennessee to visit, and she knew that I like Pokemon cards. It was one of those like 5 random facts about me things. And so when I showed up, she had bought me some cards, and actually she opened them, told me she opened them, and then she said, I got this really pretty card. It's got like shiny border. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, it's awesome. And I couldn't think of what she meant. My friend had an EX card, but I didn't even think about it. And it was this Lapras EX, which I still have the original of, so that's pretty sweet. Sandstorm. Don't have any of these cards either. I think all these blank spots were reverse hollows, because I don't think I went through and got this numbered out right. I'm not sure. But when I first started trading with Computer 3 and CSU, I'm gonna refer to her as Cat from now on. But she wanted reverse hollows, and I hated reverse hollows. It's my EX cards. I traded my Raichu EX. I'll be getting that back though. We're on to the Dragon set. Anyways, what was I talking about? I can't remember. I have no idea what I was talking about. I'm gonna look back at this and be like, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh, reverse hollows. Yeah, so when I first joined, I hated reverse hollows, and so I traded them quickly to her because she wanted them, and I was like, heck yeah. But now I've pretty much exhausted all of my reverse hollows, and all the cards that she needs, I've pretty much traded her, so that's what happens. I think we've traded 16 times, so that's what happens when you trade so much, you just exhaust it out. We always joke that if we lived near each other, we would have saved a lot of postage, because we could have made some really big trades in person. I'm sure she's still got plenty of cards that I need. She has a massive amount of commons and uncommons. She's filled in a lot of blanks in my sets. I got that Kyogre EX and this, or no, Kyogre was free and Wigglytuff was, I think $2 I bought it, so it wasn't bad. This is one of those trainer kits, the Latios and Latios trainer kits. You can see that. Fire Red Leaf Green, I had a Venusaur EX, but I traded it. I got 2 Level X, 2 EX, and a Legend, but sadly the two EX cards were the only cards I didn't need, and they were damaged, so that kind of was a bummer. Thought about trading back, but it was a lot of trouble, and I don't know. A couple of reverse hollows. And then Deoxys. I like this Goldeen. Looks really nice. It's a lot of really nice cards. I have to admit, now that there's so many sets, you kind of lose out on valuing the little things. Got this Deoxys EX as extra. Just recently traded for these. Really nice energy cards. This is EX Emerald. I've always liked this Relicanth. I actually traded for just this card from somebody. I don't know, I like the way it looks. Crystal Guardians, which I think is kind of a hodgepodge set. It's got these type of hollows that are like reverse hollows, and then it's got the normal, like, glittery hollow. Kind of strange to me. I think the EX cards are that way too. This is one of the EXs I got in my trade for Venusaur, and it's got a big crease. I think right here. Just all the way across. It's like it's folded in half. These are some random cards I've gotten since I put these in. Secret Wonders. These are the Rotom type. What do they call it? Jagged Hollow from the tins, and then these are the originals, which I really like this set. I don't like the set, but I like that a lot of the cards are double hollow. So it looks really cool. So yeah, this binder is massive. I've got 2 more big binders like this. Very nice Ho-Oh and Haunchkrow Level X. Don't have the Gardevoir. Got this from Jay with some numbers, I can't remember. Then Grain Counters. This is where my sets started to get out of order because I took a few out to put, to make room for other stuff. So that's the end of that binder, and I'll start with the next one. Okay, my next binder covered in epic duct tape. Spelled out my name with the unknowns, just for fun. See, Okay, this is where I put my legendary set. If you see any gaps, I'm looking for those cards. I really like this set a lot. Didn't like it again when it first came out, but which I'm not crazy about it still. I do love the reverse hollows though, and I'd love to complete it. I put a big dent in it already. Look for another one of these legendary set EVs from my EV book. Then the reverse hollows that I have, 3 epic ones right off the bat. I would like to get the Flareon and Jolteon again in reverse for my binder, my EV binder, which I'll show eventually again in this video. Sorry about the junk on the floor in the background. Best trainer card ever. Okay, the next up is EX Team Rocket Returns, which I really like. Would love to complete this set. I plan to buy a box of this also. Hopefully, one day, someday. I just like it. I've always liked dark cards, and which they don't label them that way in this set, but just a cool set. And it contains my favorite star card, and it's got a lot of really nice EXs. I own Articuno, and Hitmonchan, Scyther, and Zapdos. I thought I had more than that. Then I got Mudkip Star, which was my first star card. Very nice. Then I've got the Secret Rare, Charmeleon, and then these are Reverse Hollow, which I wouldn't mind finishing the set in Reverse Hollow as well. Next up is Unseen Forces, looking for this card, another one, and also in reverse for my EV binder. Looking for another one of these. I have the Reverse Hollow in my EV binder, but I do not have it in regular. Or unlimited, I guess you'd say. My Lugia EX, very nice, got a really good deal on this. It's got a few minor creases, but still probably a $40 card. Then EX Delta Species, I love this set. It's got Espeon, Vaporeon, Umbreon. It also has Flareon and Jolteon, which I've yet to get. But I'll be looking for those in regular and reverse as well. I have this one in reverse and regular in my EV binder, but I need this one, both versions. Anybody has that. Jolteon EX. I used to have Vaporeon EX and traded it for some stupid reason. I'd like to get 2 of Flareon and Vaporeon and another Jolteon for my EV binder. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but bear with me. Legend Maker. I think I might buy this set. You can get the loose packs on eBay for a pretty good deal. I've got these 2 EXs. I really like Banette EX. I'm not a real fan of the Pokemon itself, but I just really like this the simplicity of the background and the colors. Just looks really nice. So that's the end of this binder, and here comes the next one. Okay, my next binder starts with my Pokedex, which I'm not sure if I want to do or not. If you see something in here that you want, and will trade me something from my wants list for it, then let me know. Because I started out and I was like all excited, and then I got bored pretty quick, so I may not keep it like this. The Alakazam's in terrible condition. So is that Haunter. Old school cards are just like, ugh. But the reason I went ahead and jumped in this binder is because there's EX sets in the back. I had to move to get put over here. Okay, so Holland Phantoms. Have this in here. I like that Latios card. This is why I said my sets got out of order, because I had to start moving stuff around to get things to fit, and just kind of got chaotic. I eventually want to do like Cat and have those half-inch binders with one set in each binder. It'd be really nice. Be a lot more organized. A couple of energies, and then Dragon Frontiers. I like this set. I really like this Milotic card. Pretty sweet. I have a lot of the EX cards from this set, so I got excited, like thinking I was going to complete it, but then I was like looking through the set, and I just said like a lot, like Miley Cyrus. And this is the set that has Charizard, Star, and Mew-Star in it, so I didn't figure I'd get that far. So yeah, those are my EX cards. I actually got this one for free, so it was really nice. I would like to get the Latios, or the Latios EX. Be sweet. This is the other EX that I got in trade for my Venusaur, and it is all scratched all to heck. So, oh well. So that's the end of this binder, and I'll start up next with the next.